I'm so glad that we made it outside. This is honestly so good. The weather is great. Everything else is great. Do you feel bonita? Good, because you look bonita. The good part about having active family members is going on long walks. The bad part is their long walks and my long walks are kind of different. So anyway, we will make a break now. And also, the area we walked first was like a little park with like some activities, some nature activities, which was fun. There was also like a little wooden TV where you could act like you were on TV, which for the kids it was very funny. And now we are at the sea again, as you maybe see behind me. This is nice. It's supposed to be an Easter fire, but it's more
Easter vaping.
Easter vaporizer, because the wood is very wet and very fresh and not like old dry wood. So here we are. Happy Easter, I guess.
Easter smoke.
Easter smoke, not an Easter fire, Easter smoke. The Easter fire is kind of a tradition. I don't know if it's only in Germany, but it is
kind of all around, I think. Not only in Germany, but Europe in general.
We are in the Switzerland of Schleswig-Holstein, which is like the state we live in Germany. And we actually spent this whole Easter weekend with my family in a Airbnb type of house, and now on the way back we decided to take a stroll through the forest, through the Switzerland of Schleswig-Holstein. And I know that you hear a lot of wind. It's very windy today, but I'm actually very glad we are here, because lately I've been kind of stuck in my life, which nothing is really bad, everything is very good, but I felt like a little bit stuck. Like the things that I do are the same over and over again. Every day looks the same. But yeah, today we are doing something kind of different, but kind of very natural for us, which is taking a walk through a forest. Ach, das war ein Auto. Wir müssen da lang.
Ja.
Ich dachte, das wäre ein Tier. And I think that this feeling is a common thing for a lot of us, especially when you're not a teenager anymore, but you also don't feel like you have everything like figured out, you know? So this is me right now. Guys, if you kind of feel sad or restless or whatever, take a walk through a forest, or go take a walk by the sea if you have the chance, or in anything that has to do with nature. I tell you, this does wonders to your mental state. And it isn't even like spring or summer. Everything's still kind of brownish from fall, but it still looks amazing because you see slowly that spring is coming. Also, I feel that spring is coming by sneezing excessively the brain out of my body, but that's another story. Some things never change. She's been a puddle queen since she was born, basically, because she's a Labrador, and this is a very, very Labradory thing. And the only reason I'm this calm is, first of all, it just rained like cats and dogs, so this water is kind of fresh. And the second is we will walk for quite some time, I think, still, so she'll get the chance to dry off. So. We are going some illegal ways because my husband saw a lake, this lake, and now we have to figure out how to get there. But apparently it's not that illegal because there are tire marks everywhere. But look at that! Okay, so I am currently in front of my computer trying to write my master's degree, which is due in 10 days. And I'm not as far as I would like to be. So the next few days until the 20th of April will be very intense for me. I took vacation days at work, so I have completely free time as long as my husband is at work. So I will be working from home. I hope I will succeed, because otherwise I don't know what to do, and maybe I should like start. I don't know if all dogs are like this, but mine could kill for a carrot. It's actually the first time seeing like a mini pack in the store of smoked salmon, because most of the packs are too big and my husband doesn't eat any fish, so I'm the only one who eats it. Okay, so I didn't think it through. I actually wanted to have a PB&J, but now I put butter all over it. Don't judge me, but I will still do it, okay? I will still have a PB&J and butter, apparently. Okay, I needed a break from being inside and working or thinking about work on my master thesis, because I somehow got stuck. Like, I sat there, I stared at the computer and I didn't really know what to write or something. And I couldn't help but like compare myself to other people my age or even younger, because a lot of my like co-students from high school already have their master's degree. I don't know, like I don't want to compare myself to others, but somehow subconsciously I do that still. Those other people, they seem to have like a clear path or a clear plan what to do with their lives. And then you look at yourself and you think like, I'm doing fine, but I don't know what I'm doing actually. And I had this feeling in my 20s and now in my 30s too, that you actually had to have more stuff figured out and to be more settled, or to feel more settled than I do now. But then again, I don't know, I still achieve things, the same things and better things than other people, just later, I guess. There are a lot of people outside today. Obviously the weather is kind of good, but we look like that. Hi! He's peeing.
Yes.
I would love to say something, tell you stuff, and so on. But this is all I do for the several hours that I work on my thesis per day. A much needed snack for the break. Obviously, as a true beginner, I forgot to film the before shot. But this is how it looks in between. This mug sums up my mood pretty good, actually. That's about it. It is several days later. I'm still writing on my master's thesis. Yesterday we had a power outage. We never ever had a power outage. I never experienced one. And of course, the most unexpected thing that you would never think of happened right while I was writing my master thesis. And imagine my feeling when I was writing and like putting everything I have into this, and suddenly the computer just goes black. It's an understatement to say that I was crying and panicking. I can't tell you what went up in my head yesterday. The power outage was in like half of Lübeck, which is crazy. The electricity came back in like 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes. But those 5 to 6 minutes were enough for me to feel the whole day like I just experienced a very traumatic thing. Also today I got my period, so maybe that didn't make it better that I was PMSing yesterday. And also, really, like I just mentioned, it doesn't help that I'm on my period, because I'm sitting here and suffering in silence. So that is happening. Anyway, see you when I'm done. Am I done? I mean, I am done. I am done. I don't know what to do now with my free time. Is this how normal people feel? I mean, the easiest thing I can do right now is go out and touch some grass. Okay guys, this is not a drill. I am ready with the master thesis and I am going outside. I genuinely don't appreciate the fact that I missed the cherry blossoms this year. Like, I went outside with Amy obviously a couple of times, but the most couple of times my husband went with her, so now all I'm left with is this. It's the last one of the season. How is this always happening to me? Why is my shoelace always untied? I'm no toddler. I know how to tie my shoe. I really have to say that it's very hot outside. It was too hot for the lightest jacket I own, and I didn't even zip it up. So it's very good weather, and I'm very glad that I made it outside, and we already had a nice walk, Amy and I, and now I am going to the bookstore. My husband had a milkshake without me yesterday. And do you know what his excuses are? I was at work. It was my lunch break. In another city. Yesterday was the worst day for me to get such news. I don't know why, obviously I'm joking, I don't know why this time, like this time on my period, I had 0 to none period cramps or I wasn't hurting, but mentally I was dying. And then yesterday, all of this bundled up stress. Yesterday was a very, very hard day mentally. I don't know, it all came out of me in form of tears, and then my husband tells me he had a milkshake. Anyway, I got him a Caesar wrap because he loves wraps. I got myself something nice. It's basically mashed potatoes in Caesar salad style with a lot of vegetables. By the way, this is a strawberry matcha milkshake because they actually have an ice cream that's strawberry matcha flavored. So I'm in heaven right now. It feels so good actually being out in nature and just breathing. Also, I'm in my old neighborhood where I grew up, so I'm kind of feeling nostalgic. You can actually see the house I grew up in. It's this one. And right next to these tall buildings, there were always like rabbits and bunnies, and we always tried to catch one as children. Obviously we never succeeded. I still can't believe that I'm kinda done with my master's thesis. Also, it's kinda only natural for me to finish now, like with 32 years old, I mean, because I always finish things later. I discovered hobbies later, or I have more hobbies than anyone else. And everyone seemed to always to be one step further than I, and I always thought that I'm doing something wrong. But I guess not everyone has the same timeline, even if it looks like that from afar. But eventually I'm rich in other things that others don't have. Oh, for example, in hair that is constantly in my mouth. I think, or it is a fact, that some people know very early what they want in life, and some people still need time to figure it out. And this is why I needed time to figure out that I actually want to do another degree, because I already had my bachelor's degree and then I worked for 5 years thinking I don't want to do anything with learning, with studying, with university, that I'm done. But apparently I wasn't done, and now I have a master's degree. Like, I still have to turn in my paper, but I can't believe it. I'm done. I wrote 98 pages. What? What do you mean I wrote 98 pages? I know this video started out with me saying that I'm kind of stuck, but right now it feels the other way around. I am done with the master thesis. I will go camping next week. I am right now on vacation. There's a big camping trip coming up for my birthday. We will travel to my husband's family for the 1st of May. Gardening season is starting again, so that I have to do too. Somehow, in the span of a few days, everything changed. Which is a good thing, actually. I'm very happy that it changed. I think this whole happiness is coming from the place where I'm done sitting in front of the computer once again. I was done once when my husband finally moved in with me, so we didn't depend on like Discord and whatnot. And now I again was trapped in front of the computer for a very long time. And now I'm done once again. And I think I sound like someone crazy who was confined to excuse me, I'm talking. Who was confined to a closed space and now is being let free. Okay, actually in the background you see a train station where I'm picking up my husband. And also I will give his wrap to him. We are once again in the badminton place. Back in the day I thought that I could only be physically active when I have a certain pressure from the outside that I have no other chance to go. But all I needed was some friendly faces and the exact opposite of outside pressure. My husband and I bought new rackets. Oh. We're professionals now. I have a glass of wine right now and my husband is in the kitchen making me a snack. And I will upload my master thesis now. I will do it. And although I have to upload it tomorrow until midnight, I think I will do it now. Oh my god.